Selling shrooms.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Because you didn't know that because that one. Well, that one wasn't up either. I've had that one saved forever because I thought it was going to be really fun, and I was right, as often I am about most things in life.
Visually live this time.
Yeah, this is the estimate. Is it blinking?
It's not.
It's not.
Is there any way to check? Can I look for our stream?
You can look at this.
Yeah, you could.
I'm gonna look for it.
A live stream?
I'm gonna look for a live stream. I'm just gonna type in a live. Wait, does it have a title? Did I title this?
You didn't title it.
I didn't. Oh yeah, I did.
That's exactly what the title is.
I should say number 1 because this will be the first one.
This will be the first one.
Sheesh.
The first real one. The first real sound.
It's like,
with all the guests. Starring live. Chris and Solo. Your favorite guest. Nah, I don't know.
You gotta put it to like 1.1 because it's not exactly 1, but it's not 0.
I don't know.
It's 1-1. They don't know it.
They don't know.
They don't know if it's 1. It's like 1.1, 1. Like how many ones do they have?
Wait, what happens when you upload when you get a new update, but it's not a full update? What, is it a 1.2?
Yeah, that's exactly what
do what Apple does, 1.2.8.
Yeah.
There we go. That's how we're doing these. That's how things are getting done.
I'm on iOS.
Oh, I love it so much. This is 1.1. Yeah. This is the Untitled Talk live stream 1.1. Thank you for joining us.
This is 92.
Update 1.1.
It's being created as you listen to it. So
that's the best part about it. It's a what's the word I'm looking for?
Stream
fluid?
of consciousness.
It's a fluid.
That's good.
It's not fluid. It's not the right word.
Fluid is the right word. It always makes me think of dirty things.
There's another word for like the fluidity of a.
Here, fluid.
It's like ever changing. There's a word.
Every time I hear fluid, I literally hear that noise.
What the fuck? Schlick.
Needless to say, it's one of my favorite words, as a direct result.
Fair enough.
Oh. But yes, I'm looking it up right now. Untitled Talk. I have to look at the screen to know the title of the show we are doing right now.
Are you able to cut it?
To pause it?
Edit it?
With OBS,
not. Wait, you can. It's live stream. How do you edit a live stream?
Well, you don't edit it as it's going, but when we post this video, you can change it.
Well, yeah, but okay.
But
are you suggesting that?
We're live.
I know.
Fuck! We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
We need more countdown.
I got a fever.
Well, because the thing with OBS is it has this little option here that says recording. I think it says start recording, so I can record the stream and then.
Yes.
So should I do that?
Yeah, if you want to make
Will that make it terrible? Will that change the audio quality?
It shouldn't.
That sounds like it will.
Trial and errors. Like,
you don't sound sure of yourself.
I mean,
and so
I
doubt
messed
you.
with this a little bit.
This is. You don't do that with girls either. Like if you're lost, just act like you know what the fuck is going on.
Exactly. It's like that song where it's like I ain't never did this.
No, you don't tell her that. You just
no,
act like you know what the fuck is up.
It's like the song. He's like I ain't never did this
before. I don't even own a video game. I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to play this.
What is it?
I want to play this.
I don't have a thing to play with. It's Soul Calibur 2.
Nice.
For GameCube.
Wow.
With Link.
You got Animal Crossing.
What do you got, a
I do have Animal Crossing. I have 3 issues of Animal Crossing on DS, 3DS. I'm lying. I don't have it on 3DS.
I lied. Good this one.
That's actually an unfair representation of my GameCube games. I didn't realize I didn't have all of them here until I put them up.
I went home and my mom put all of the games in a big ass, you know those bags that your bedding comes in? She had like a king size one.
Like a little plastic bag with the zipper
thing. It was so full. So many games, and I was like, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take this, and I was like, I don't have a GameCube. He was like, my little brother, he was like, you can take the Wii, and I was like, oh, we still got the backwards
right. The Wii's
and I was like, yes, and then
yes,
I was like, no, because I bought my Switch, and I'm gonna be bringing a Wii and so many games, and I'm like, I can't carry it.
That's why I only have this one, and I was looking, I was like, why don't I have them? I was like, because.
Way, but I didn't have the will.
You have the way.
I just did not have, because I'm gonna bring all those games, and then when am I gonna play them? I'm not gonna play them. I don't even play the Switch like that.
What do you think is going on over here? I have, of all of these games that you are currently seeing, you can just discount all these. I haven't put, that's a lie. That's a lie. Okay, I played some of those. Those are Zelda games for Game Boy Advance.
Oh shit.
I mean, sorry, are those Advance? Are they? Those are advanced. Okay, that's the
advanced SP. Is
the
the square one?
He got elite.
The SP was
the square one.
That was an advanced too. It was just
yeah,
cute.
it was just advanced SP.
I do.
Oh my god! I was just talking about that game.
You were talking about it. Have you
oh my god!
No, I've been aware of it, and I know Lilu's character very much because I like seeing the cosplay. It's done well usually.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la's a name. I said Lilu. Oh, that's Fifth Element.
Ooh la la, but
yes.
I showed him because they put Space Channel 5 2.
Yes.
Or something
on
like
Steam.
That. On Steam. My little brother had told me about it, so I told him about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
and as soon as I watched it, I was like, oh,
this
is just like
in America. So I was
wait,
like,
Space Channel 5 was definitely on America.
No.
Not the first one.
Space Channel was released in America. Space Channel 2 was not.
Oh, there was a sequel and it wasn't.
There's a sequel.
Well,
it was
okay.
only on PlayStation, only in Japan.
I didn't know this. All I knew was that I didn't play any. The problem is the reason my collection of games keeps getting bigger is because I want to play these games. I don't necessarily have the time, but I also don't have the memory to remember the games I want to play. So I buy them in the anticipation of the time when I will have the system available to play the games that I would not have remembered I wanted.
Right.
So that's why this collection just keeps getting wider because it's like, oh, I want to play these. Like these DS games, I've played 5 of these. I'm lying. 6? Wait. Okay, I played maybe.
She's got fucking Ace Attorney.
I played,
oh my god!
Boom.
Is that the one?
I haven't played that.
Okay.
This is just a story.
Ace Attorney?
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of that.
It's a lot of.
Just toss it.
Should you do this? Should you do that? And then there is some puzzle like figuring stuff.
I don't want that. I want to yell objection in the train and scare people.
You do that.
What's that scary game we were talking
But
about?
it was a story one though.
It is a story one. When you go to the courtroom, they'll be like talking. You gotta find an inconsistency.
They're all stories though. That's how.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying this one's more of it. When you said a story one.
I wasn't sure how you thought the game.
That's how they all play. I've played the first one.
It's a story.
Yeah,
it's like a graphic novel.
Correct.
With choices.
With interjections.
Objection.
Exactly.
Like Doki.
I never searched for this show.
You never played Doki.
Have you checked out Doki?
Oh my god.
Is it like Loco Roco?
No.
No, just because it rhymes doesn't mean it's the same.
That's literally untrue.
That's. I don't know.
People that look alike are the same kind of person.
Next thing you know, he's gonna say,
words that sound the same.
Tetris rhymes with Tetris
are the same.
Like, oh my god.
I don't make the rules. I just know how to live by them.
Jesus.
You're literally breaking the rules if you rhyme and don't make the same game.
Right.
Oh, it's there. It's there. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can. Oh, we can hear it. It is working. There's audio.
There's audio this time.
And the mic's not sucky.
And it's not that bad?
It's really not.
How far in can you not hear me anymore?
No. Let's see if I can hear you now.
Oh, this is live.
This is you.
Doing it live.
Yeah, this is streaming out right now.
Cool.
I can't really hear it.
Well, I don't want you to, because if that picks it up, it's going to be super feedback.
Oh, that happened to me so many times.
I just wanted to sound check. But yeah.
And then it starts screeching, and it's like...
There's a mic within the mic within the mic.
Okay, fuck, what's his name? I had a good joke there, but I lost it. Exhibit. But yeah,
is that the joke? Exhibit is the joke.
No. The joke was I was gonna call her Exhibit because he's always like, I heard you like cars, so we put a car in your car. But she's talking about a bike.
The old meme.
Right.
Did you get the pizza?
See?
Like,
this is why I have a list of games this big. What you just saw.
That's why my Xbox library has 247 games.
Library.
Whoa.
Library.
I'll library.
I'm Liberian. Oh, I'm sorry. I like your accent.
It's so stupid.
That's the dumbest meme.
I feel like that's your favorite joke.
It's so funny.
I don't know this joke.
So basically, there's this guy, and he's talking to himself. It's like a Vine thing. But he's like, oh, I like your accent. Where you from? And he's like, I'm Liberian. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I like your accent. Where you from? And he whispers to him because he thinks he's a librarian.
Don't explain it.
Librarian.
Yes, instead of Liberian.
Not Liberian.
Right, and it's just the way he did it was so
while.
stupid. And I lost it. That's one of the only vines that I still laugh at to this day. Okay. I'm good. You know what? I'm gonna add tags as we go along to this too. Perfect. Librarian.
Liberian. I don't even know how to do that. I realized just yet. But it's all good and well. And I wanted to let you all know this. I told him I'm gonna make a Twitter account for it too, just to use to annoy people, and also just to perhaps increase some engagement with individuals. We'll all have access to it, and then so if you see shit posts, if you see posts on there of a questionable sort, then it probably wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
Or maybe it was.
Who knows?
We'll find out.
We don't know the way.
Everyone will be responsible.
We do not have Ebola. We don't know the way.
I only just discovered VRChat.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my
god.
God.
Discovered what?
VRChat.
Just.
And it's amazing. Like, I literally spent all of... What was yesterday? Friday?
Yes.
The day before my birthday.
Saturday was yesterday.
Playing... There's a compilation, OMG Games, on YouTube. That just has like 20, maybe 15, sometimes 10-minute snippets of the funniest crap that goes on in VRChat. And it is... I'll play it here. We can talk about it while it's playing. But it's the funniest stuff.
Or... Like I was saying,
rewind.
While we were like conversating, we could like
not a word.
play a game.
It's not a word.
While we were conversationality, we could.
That's less of a word.
It'll just turn into like a Rooster Teeth.
Wait, what?
It'll just turn into a Rooster Teeth stream at that point.
What is that?
That's Rooster Teeth are the guys that did Red vs. Blue.
Yeah. They have like
the Halo Machinima
play games. They do like Mario Party stuff, and they'll just live stream.
You still blink. The way you blinked was the I want to get past this point in the conversation because maybe I'll hear a part that I do actually know part. That was that blink. That wasn't a blink of recognition. That was the I'm not gonna say I don't know the. I don't know.
No, it took me a minute.
Caught her in the lie.
Halo, and you said Machinima, and I was like, "What? Red versus Blue?" I was thinking of what is it?
The Ruby.
No, it's this. It's like dig something.
Oh, I like this already. What?
It's like dick figures instead of stick figures.
I don't know this.
You're talking about genital jousting.
No,
that's a fucking stupid game.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about penises. I'm saying
you literally said dicks.
I'm not talking about penises. It's stick figures, but they're dicks.
But you're not talking about penises.
I'm not talking about penises. I'm talking like if you call a person a dick.
A person who is not genial.
Now makes sense.
You gotta look it up. It's called dick figures. And
I'm not letting that into my Google search history.
Yes.
You just gotta go to the incognito.
I will let BBC PAWG into my but I will not.
I like it.
I will let Big Booty Judy into my social history, but I will not let dick figures in. I will let interracial redhead into my history, but I refuse.
Dick figures.
Dick figures. So now that's part of the thing since we talked about it for a good 5 minutes. Hashtag dick figures.
Okay.
I'm
gonna write it down. I'm gonna write down all the tags.
I'm gonna revive this whole cartoon. That's what it was.
Who invited her? Like,
it's an old ass cartoon and it wasn't any good.
Oh wait a minute.
Like Batman and Spider-Man. I'm Batman. I'm Spider-Man. I come over the house.
What retardation?
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're the same people. And also,
I know the Ron Stop thing. He's like, Ron Stop.
No, that's somebody else.
That's so stupid.
Ron Stop.
It's Leviosa song.
Stop it, Ron. Stop.
Wait, I heard somebody do the Leviosa. But was that a reference to something else? I thought that was its own thing.
Stop it, Ron.
Oh my god.
He's like,
sounds odd.
Oh, Weasley. It's Leviosa. He's just like, oh. So basically, it's a cartoon of Ron doing the Leviosa thing, but he's lifting up Hermione's skirt. And she's like, oh, stop, Ron. And he's just like, ha ha ha. With the derpiest fucking face. And then Snape comes in. And he does it even worse. And then they just keep going back and forth.
Wait, Snape lifts her skirt worse?
Well, he just...
Or he says the Leviosa
Yeah,
worse.
he just does that.
Okay.
And then they just keep going, and they're both going like, like back and forth. It's so stupid.
I've never heard or seen this. How popular is this meme that I'm
internet? It's...
Was this an animation?
Can I connect to your TV and I can just put them up as we
You can connect to the Xbox.
Just fling it.
How do I do it?
You gotta select the button. You gotta be on the Wi-Fi first off.
Right. Right.
So look on top of that white thing over there where the Wi-Fi code is, and don't say it out loud. Yes.
And you'll have to connect it.
Say it out loud?
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yeah. You gotta bend over more to see the numbers better. Yeah.
I like it.
That's how you focus.
Focusing on the numbers.
Your eyes can't actually work without a horizontal tilt.
Yes.
It's science because there's not enough blood in them.
There's
not enough blood in your eyes.
Proven.
So
I like it.
It makes sense.
If your eyes ain't bloodshot, they don't work. Like.
Why do you think I go to sleep at 3 a.m?
That's perfect.
Because I'm trying to see at work all the next day. I have pretty good hours now, and by good I mean crappy. It's 9 to 5, like an adult from the world in the civilians.
Singing to you.
No, there's no music in my office. There's very little talk. It's only me and 2 other guys. So
yeah, it's what's Dugan?
Yeah.
I almost said Dunkley, but that's
Dugan
you.
and Rod.
Yeah.
That's not his name.
Well, that works because that is a portion of it.
What is it?
It's Rodriguez.
Ah.
Yes.
Something.
Oh, Rod.
Right. I don't
Like
call him.
Rodriguez something.
Like a hyphen?
Yeah, you know something.
Rodriguez Hernandez.
The hyphen thing. That's racist.
That's not.
It's not really that
That's exactly
racist.
how his name works.
Like.
It's literally it's as racist as the reality of his name.
Right. Is it really racist if it's true?
Like, it depends on how much of a stereotype the person is.
That's racism is a spectrum. Oh God.
Oh no! Don't you do this. We're not playing this game.
I don't want to I don't even want to go there. Don't know why I said it.
Oh lordy.
Rewind. Never said it. Strike that. Reverse it. Willy Wonka.
I'm a spectrum.
What?
I go from black to black.
Where's the spectrum?
There's differences
day
in that.
black and then night black.
You never like washed a black t-shirt and then you put on some new black jeans. You're like, well, this black isn't as black as the other black, but they're both black.
Well, then doesn't it become
You
gray?
No.
Just a deep
only
gray?
in comparison. And now you understand my entire youth.
So when does gray become black?
Gray becomes black when there's something blacker in it, or near it, so you can see the difference.
So let's say we took a semi-light-skinned person and put him in an entirely white country. Would he be considered? Well, yes, he would be.
Yes, that's how the Brazilians work.
Yes,
in Brazil, they do it the opposite in America. They're like, hey, do you have a dash of white in you? Well, you're all white.
But you're all white.
In America, we're like, is your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather?
That's the one drop. That's the one drop.
Exactly.
The one drop.
The one drop.
But they don't do it anymore.
They don't. Well, no. It's always been really about appearance. Nobody legitimately cares on that and whether or not you say the N-word. If you say it, then you have to be able to bring out the Ancestry.com sheet. Be like, no, don't hit me. Daquan, pause. Hold. Look, I'm not saying don't hit me. Just hold your fist in the air like you're ready to, and I'll show you papers.
37%.
Exactly.
Right here.
Like that one white
like
girl.
Whoa, Vicky.
Yes,
She's
Vicky.
She's 33% black, so she can say it all she wants. She could drop the. She could say it without an ER and make it a long A sound. She could do whatever she wants.
I'm losing mental capacity.
I like her. I like her because she challenges the It always bothers me because I was thinking about if this has freshly annoyed me, but this has bothered me. The saying and the not being happy with other people saying. Literally my whole life because I found a poem that I wrote in freaking like 13. I was 13, 14, 15. Okay. And I remember getting a lot of people mad at me in college because a friend of mine put together, I don't know why I did this. And I'm only now remembering we did this. It's very embarrassing, but still hilarious. We put together a rap song and performed it at a talent show so that I could essentially harangue people for saying it and being upset that white people couldn't say it.
I see what you're saying.
We did a whole rap song about how nobody can say it except some people, and that's dumb to me. That was college. So I forgot I did that until this conversation.
Until you said that,
I
forgot.
Bring out the rap.
I don't remember it, but there's got to be video somewhere. This is, I didn't record it. I was on stage.
Yeah.
But it was just me and him.
Until you.
And he's a Native American dude. He's like the only one I've ever met.
What?
So it was a black dude.
They're very rare.
They are. And he doesn't look it.
I'm part Cherokee.
He would have to pull out the Ancestry.com sheet.
I'm part Native American. I don't know.
We'll find out more
whatever
about that.
Whatever
We're
the
gonna
Northeast
do the DNA thing.
It's like Mohawks.
Yeah. So I know you've been bursting with the desire to say that word, but just wait till the papers get in.
I ain't gonna say it.
We swab your mouth, take a little blood, make a pact with the devil.
I've
make
myself
sure
with lasers before.
Yeah, whatever it says, I don't care who's like. I've actually reached this point in my life. I legitimately am amused by racism. Like it doesn't bother me. It legitimately is funny to me.
And how long did it take you to get there?
Last year. Last year, but I realized that I was there because somebody. Did you see that really racist thing that happened? There was a girl. She like got into a college in Alabama. She's from New Jersey, and she did a whole recorded thing on Instagram. And she was talking to herself in the mirror, and then she starts saying the N-word over and over and over again. She was like, yeah, I can say it. Da-da-da-da. I don't care about these. I'm not supposed to say it. And then she kept saying it for the whole thing. Then put out a second video where she was like, I'm not apologizing. And she started saying it again.
I'm not apologizing.
And it was like straightforward, in your face. This is real. I'm not playing. This is not a joke. Because the first video, I was like, it's so blatant, it can't be real. You know what I mean? Like, when somebody straight up walks in your face and be like, I had sex with your sister, I would never believe that guy. Because he just said it to my face. Like, it's the way I found out. This video is too, I'm trying to be offensive for it to be real. But it is legit. And I was just like, so before I didn't believe it when I heard the video the first time. And then when I listened to it the second time, I was like, this is hilarious. And so I really realized it's true Thursday when I saw the video. I was like, this chick is, I'm going to find it. But Lord, it's funny. It's the funniest thing I've seen this week. Because she's like, just New Jersey, Italian descent white girl, just throwing out them N-bombs. And I'm just like, yo, if it was in my face, I would seriously be laughing. Because it doesn't matter. It's a freaking word. I get what it's supposed to do. I understand why it does bother some people. But I think what helped me is I realized you can never stop the word from existing, and you can't hit somebody for saying something. So unless you're prepared to go to jail, you can do my whole ethos in life is you can either laugh or cry. If I can't, I'm not crying because
fuck that shit.
One, I'm way too sexy for that. Two, you can't get your man card back after that kind of a bull crap. You can cry on like 3 occasions: when your mom dies, when your wife dies, if your kid dies. I don't have any one of those last two.
That's it.
Yeah. When your dad dies, you gotta be like that, and you like.
I got a question though.
Yeah.
A question. Pizza.
I've been audited this time.
I've been audited. I just want to make sure, because I'm over here like, man, this water don't taste like pizza.
this conversation, does it give me the taste?
Oh, man.
I was promised a pizza and it's not.
You were never promised a pizza.
All I know
you were
is,
offered.
All I know is, in Snapchat, pizza was mentioned, and that's why I'm here.
Snapchat's not real life, though.
It don't have to be.
You could throw it back and be like, there was pizza last week.
Whoa.
I mean.
So let me see.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's when you weren't here.
I know.
It's because I'm a misogynist.
When it was muted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't bring that
Bring
up.
pizza in silence.
We did.
God. Oh, what is that? An hour and 30, an hour and a half, and you guys just.
Well, if you want to pick that up.
The beauty of it is none of the smacking was caught on film or on mic.
It was flat out.
We don't eat like Koreans.
Oh my God.
Good.
It's a cultural thing. They eat with their mouth open.
It's a cultural.
It really is. I thought it was just like, oh, that guy's annoying. That guy's annoying. No, bro.
No, everyone is that.
It is a normal thing to eat with their mouth open. Just like it is, like, you know, with slurping the noodles are Japanese. Smacking your lips and eat is a very Korean thing.
Doesn't that mean, like, if you don't, they just assume their food isn't good?
I don't know if the smacking of lips is to their understanding of deliciousness. Because I know there's somebody who's like, if you don't
cook serve delicious.
What people is it that do that? Like, if you don't go, or something like that, they don't know the food's good.
I don't know.
Man.
I know that, I want to say Japan, I might be wrong, but I know that if you finish your food, they get offended because they're like, oh, so you didn't have enough food? So, like, give you more food. And they're like, they'll get to the point where if you don't finish your food, that's polite to them.
Yeah. There's a lot of cultures that do that. Like, if you finish your food, they will fill your plate. And you're like, I don't want any more. Like, oh, it's not good enough. And like, no, I'm just full. And they're like, well, you ate it all, so there's obviously more room. And then they just keep giving more food.
Yeah,
like,
until you get the halfway point. You're good halfway. If you get halfway of both the things, they're like, oh, okay, it was good, but they couldn't finish it. So, one, they're full, and two, I know it was good.
I want to know what country that is. I want to know if I visited it already. And I want to offend them.
Like, no, I don't want any more of that nasty shit.
Because I'm going to keep eating it.
No more.
No mas.
Oh man. I'm looking forward to it so much. It's not the Germans though. I know that for sure. Because the Germans give you hefty proportions.
Yes, they do.
Like when you are, like Germany was the first place where I ordered food. And I wasn't like, let me get 2 plates. Because every time I go someplace else, when I start eating like that, that's how I end up dying. I end up dying because I end up buying pretty much twice as much food as I think I'll actually need.
That's the way to go out, though.
That's the worst.
No, not that. We're talking about eating.
No! Oh, I love this character. He better not be dead.
He can't be. He's a good guy.
Right? No, he's not. He's a terrible guy.
Well, then that's exactly why he can't.
He's a terrible.
Oh, well, if he does this,
he's
then
definitely gone.
I was gonna say, I knew that was coming.
It's hard to say though, because the thing is, Brits kill their characters off in good TV shows. That's the thing I learned.
That's very, yeah.
That's why you really can engage yourself in a British show, because you really don't know what's gonna happen. Like in an American show, if Captain America dies, how's he coming back?
Come on,
yeah.
He's the main character. Don't play that shit.
Don't play. They play that bullshit.
But in British shows, they will kill Captain America, and you'll be like, all right, so when he's coming back, they'll be like, season 2, and you're like, all right, but like he's gonna come back. Like this is a long story arc. Season 3. Wait. Hold on.
A minute.
And then they slide another guy into his role who's just like him. You're like, wait. You can't have two guys from the show the same.
Where is he?
That's what happened. There's a show called. Oh my God, they really did this. I'm gonna have to rewind this whole episode. You
should probably turn this off so we can do something else.
Oh
and
yeah,
you're
the
not
VR.
like, oh, how many episodes did I miss?
No, it'll be one. We're not. I mean, we're not talking for 3 hours.
I mean,
the pizza won't even last that long.
You won't have a chance.
You talk until the pizza's gone.
There was. I don't forgot the thread I was on. I need to start taking notes when I have active conversations.
Thread of what?
Whatever the conversation was just now.
Before what?
It was
before
slightly before. There was pizza. There was.
You're talking about dying because you were on the cultures of eating all the food.
Germany, yeah. So so they provided so much food that when I ordered the first plate, I was looking at it like, yo, I've never doubted myself with food before me before. I've never been met with a plate
I can't eat this.
that challenged me in a significant enough way where I was like, oh, this is gonna be let me loosen my belt. I was looking, I was like, yo, that's it. That's exactly as much as
that's my portion size.
That's one of my other powers.
There it is.
I'm getting hangovers. My eyes are exactly as big as my stomach. And there's some others. I got some passive abilities.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't talk.
He doesn't have to hit Q to activate it. He just
correct. Yeah, they're not active abilities. They're all. It's a lot of passives. Like my vitality regen's really good.
I was gonna. Never mind. I was gonna make a magic reference.
Of course. Why are you not?
I was gonna say. So there's a card called Pithy Needle, and when it enters the battlefield, you name a card, and activated abilities of that card can be activated. So I was gonna say Pithy Needle. Sorry, Nuggly.
Oh, hey, don't ever call me that again.
My bad.
Cut it out.
Don't ever do it.
My bad.
Don't you ever do it again.
We're not getting paid anymore for it.
Oh, you're damn right.
We're not getting paid anymore.
We aren't. We don't technically work for the government anymore. Actually, no, we are contracted.
We are.
So the government is going to shut down. We found that out for sure. I really like these
contractual obligations,
and we're not getting paid for like I'm assuming a week at least. That's what I'm guessing.
No, it'll be like 2 pay periods. It'll be like 6 weeks.
Oh, sweet.
You think so?
Yeah. It depends on how much they hate the president.
It happened in 2013.
Yeah, of course they keep bringing that up.
And it was like 9 weeks, I think.
I remember it, and I remember it sucking, but I don't remember getting paid. But I also wasn't paying for anything a lot at the time, so I didn't feel it.
Yeah.
It didn't like I had my meal card.
Is it real?
Yeah, it was like, oh, this sucks, man. I sure hope people with a wife and kids.
Yeah.
didn't assume they would have money when their pay period comes around.
Right.
But that's what happened, and now I'm worried.
The word going around though is the way the pay period works is we will still get paid on the first, but that will be the last one.
Oh, so it's like they're trying to jumpstart the apocalypse. Because that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
I thought we get our next one, and then after that
the next one will be the first.
Oh, true. I wasn't thinking about today's date. I was thinking about the 15th.
But yes, no, the 15th one we won't get.
Yeah, we won't get the first.
Which is
get the first, we won't get the 15th.
Which is going to put my $600 magic order on hold. I'm be like, no.
You bought $600 magic card?
I didn't yet.
Stop.
And I'm not going to with this whole thing.
You are going to buy
$600.
No. I'm speaking of intent now.
Uh-huh.
You are going to buy $600 worth of magic cards? Now, when you get paid, will you still be purchasing?
No.
Okay.
No.
At what point will you be
purchasing
$100 worth of plus $500? Wait, are you linking things to my thing?
I sure did.
She did.
I can double us down and get this shit.
Yo, that's kind of cool though.
That is. I thought that would be a nice little image.
It's kind of cool. I like it.
And it's stream of consciousness. Get it?
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I'm an artiste. Okay, I know. I reached. I know.
You reached a little bit.
I tried to slide that in there.
But I mean, being 6 foot something, you could reach.
I tend to reach most things.
Yeah.
Vertically, horizontal.
There it is. The knuckles.
This is the one I didn't watch. I queued this one up because it was like I didn't know anything about the VR knuckles.
Oh, it's fucking stupid. I hate it. I love it at the same time.
I don't know where it came from.
I don't know. One person was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna be Uganda Knuckles."
I just saw Uganda Knuckles memes on Instagram, and I was like,
went crazy.
What's happening in my life right now?
I saw it on my Facebook timeline, and it was like a rap. It was a slow ass rap. Not even a rap. It was just a song. And I showed it to him, and I was like, I don't know what this is for, but I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but I like it.
That's what happened to me. I was just like, this is. I don't like the image, but I liked the, you know, when you don't understand the root of a meme, but you think the idea is funny. That's what it was. The Dewey thing was hilarious to me. Just Dewey. And I thought the idea of an Ugandan accent was funny too.
Yeah,
because it is.
Like brother.
all of this has led me to think that I want to buy one of these VR things, but
I want one.
there's no point yet. There's no point yet. One is $600.
You can get the Oculus Rift for $400.
I'm not buying a VR
I'm not
headset.
buying a Rift.
Look at. Do you see the games that I own? I don't need. I'm not even playing the stuff. This is just the non-digital.
Oh, that's very.
Do you understand?
I understand
how deep the rabbit hole goes.
I understand fully.
There's a lot of shit down there.
My Steam has 311, and my Xbox has 260 something.
There's a lot.
I got a lot of games.
But
I played like 15 of them.
What I think is so funny about it, though, and what makes me like it is because it's VR. There's a lot of visual gags.
Yes.
And so this thing that I've noticed.
Oh no, where'd you come from?
Fucking popped up.
He's
got a cart.
He's got a cart.
That's awesome.
This is what I love about it, because another thing I've seen that I think is tremendously funny is there's this gag, because a lot of, it's VR, so it's mostly guys. It's gaming, so it's mostly guys. But so it's a bunch of dudes dressing up as anime girls. Yeah. That sounds like pizza.
Pizza.
Looks like pizza to me.
Looks like a piece of pizza.
Pizza.
So, it's a bunch of guys who are dressing up like anime girls, and what they're doing is they are carrying around Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And when somebody's like, "Hey, is that a girl?" they'll pull out in VR a trap card from Yu-Gi-Oh and play it.
Oh, that's fucking awesome!
It's the funny. No matter how many times I see it, I saw one that was like somebody turned himself into a bear trap, and then in the center of the bear trap was a Yu-Gi-Oh card because he did trap.
That's fucking awesome.
So there was a guy talking like a little anime character girl. He's like, "Hey, are you a girl?" And another anime girl walks up next to him, pulls out a trap card, and he points to the girl. It's the funniest thing ever.
Oh my god.
Is that like Dr. Ugandan Knuckles?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
It wasn't the pizza?
Pizza? No, it is. He just has to get up here. Now he's here. Oh, yeah.
Do you know the way?
The one I saw was it's like the hand gestures too in VR is funny because people will be like,
some people have like real articulation of their fingers.
Yes, and that's why I want to get my VR because I already pre-ordered VR gloves.
I think it'll be really cool when it becomes a more
what
like that?
Yes.
Like he did the thing?
Yeah, I've seen people like picking up dye and flipping them and just. I've seen people like moving individual fingers.
He evolved.
He's got one on his shoulder.
I've seen a Ugandan Knuckles that was
two.
What the hell?
He was like a Voltron made out of other Ugandan
Knuckles.
No way. So his head was one, his body was one, his arm was one, his legs were two.
That's ridiculous.
That's a giant one. And you can make your avatar any size.
It's like 20 feet.
I saw a guy chasing a flying dragon.
That's awesome. But no, like I've seen. That's the reason why I want to VR so bad is because eventually I kickstarted something forever ago.
You're never getting it.
Well, no, I will.
Kickstarter's never.
I've gotten 3 out of 4 of my kickstarts.
Well, are they games?
No, they're physical things. I have games.
Where's my knife? I had a knife once. I once owned a knife. Well, I have kitchen knives. It doesn't matter. You just look for my carry around and stab somebody and get a
I have
water.
VR gloves on the way. Ish.
VR
Not yet. Yeah, like they're gonna be mitts.
This meme may have ruined the mention
things.
of the word "way" in my head, but go on.
And so eventually, I will need to get a VR headset.
Here's the thing. I am not. I've learned this for many years of gaming. You never want to be an early adopter. It's too soon for VR.
I don't think it's too soon anymore.
It's literally only been around for a couple of months.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, maybe I've just been aware of it for a
VR's
couple of
been around for a while now.
Forever.
Wait, how long has VRChat been going on?
VRChat is new.
Oh, that's
virtual
VR games is
in general.
in home and
yes,
like Oculus Rift.
Yeah,
VR home
the
games.
Rift and the Vive have
how long?
Old. Probably like 2 or 3 years now.
I don't know.
You said very old. So
I think the idea
It's like
of
2 or
virtual
3.
reality is not new because they've been doing it since the 90s, but I don't know how old
I think
the Oculus Rift is.
I don't mean VR as a whole because
I think the Rift
if we go back to like what was that?
Don't talk about the robot thing.
No. I was talking about the it used to mess up your eyes. The Virtual Boy for Nintendo. I mean like
Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy was an attempt by Nintendo.
It was awful.
12, 15,
yeah,
17 years ago.
I
Oh
told
my
you
god.
it's old.
Wow.
You know it.
No. I'm talking about like usable, like this kind of VR. This is
okay. So that was their attempt.
17 years ago, they wanted this level, but they didn't have the tech for this, so they instead made this essentially laser beam that burned the back of your retinas out.
Yeah.
It was like it would leave after images in your vision. It was it was monochrome, except that instead of chrome, it was red. So it was red and black. It would mess up your vision real bad if you used it. You had to take breaks for playing it. There were guides for not playing for more than 15 minutes because it would mess you up.
Gosh.
I think Gunpei Yokoi did it. He was the guy that made. He was one of the masterminds of gaming, or not mastermind, but he was one of the more prolific creators in Nintendo.
That's pretty cool. They got a boat.
This isn't even the funny stuff. This is not even the funny stuff.
Ugandan pirate Knuckles.
It's Uganda. It's a boat with 5 of them.
Yeah.
That's tremendous. And you know it's all one avatar. That's all one avatar.
One person.
That boat is a person with 4 characters.
Jesus.
Another tremendously funny thing I've seen is a guy who took Hank Hill, but he dressed him up like Pain, so he became pro Pain.
That's funny. Now there's
it's Mexican Ugandan Knuckles.
Ugandan Knuckles.
And they can fall down. Like that's crazy. What's also hilarious is when people hit walls and stuff. They're watching her avatar.
Like
they're like, oh.
Yeah.
They're dancing.
Yeah. I'm gonna let this play in the background because this is what I did all of Wednesday. I think.
Basically, the thing that he's doing right now, walking.
You can get any piece you like. The plates are up there. The nappy naps are right here. The water is there. Okay. The soda is next to it.
Sounds good.
I know because
Nappy's on the right.
The ice is entertain the people.
Oh. Yeah. Now we got a Scottish Knuckles. I think that's Scotland, right? The blue one with the white cross?
I would have to see. I was up there. I should remember. But they use a Union Jack. They use a Union Jack.
Scotland?
Scotland is part of the UK.
I know, but not. I mean,
They just don't like being.
Well, I mean, no. I'm pretty sure. What's the fucking blue and white one then?
Blue and white.
It's blue with a white cross.
The unification flag of South and North Korea.
No, not quite. But I'm pretty sure it's Scotland. The plates. Do you know the way? But shit, what was I talking about? Oh no, but Oculus. Oh. So for you guys that can't see, the plates are probably like 5.5 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
No, because you're 6 foot something, so they're like 6-7 feet off the ground.
They're higher up than I am. So
and she can't reach up high enough to grab the plates.
Thank you. Thank you, good sir.
Thank you.
There are cups, and I don't know where they are. Oh, yeah.
But no, Oculus. Oh shit. The Rift and the Vive have been out for at least 2 or 3 years now.
This is your ice cooker that you, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure. Well, the reason why the Rift is so much cheaper than the Vive is because the Rift isn't there It's not that it's not there. It's.
What do you mean not there? It's not done.
It's done, and the reason it's cheap is because it doesn't use the same technology that the Vive does. Because the Vive has open room, like. Things.
What does that mean?
So basically, you'll put like 4 cameras in your house, and
I don't like this already.
And it maps like a 4x4 grid.
It turns your house into a holodeck.
Yes, but Oculus Rift does not do that. It's straight hands and that's it. And you have to like teleport to go places. You have to like use your controller and like blink.
I think I like the Vive better.
But the Vive, you can literally you can teleport too. But somebody made a mod for the Vive, like because they have the SDK kits and things like that.
You said a thing I don't know.
It's like small developer kit or something, or something developer kit. And basically, they took a mod and they did it, and so now you can just use the controllers and do the motion of walking to walk around.
Oh, that's awesome!
And that's why this game is huge, because people literally can just walk around.
I like the Vive better all the time. I was looking at it after I found the VRChats on YouTube, and the Vive was what I was looking at anyway. It's a more expensive one, so it's gonna be the more.
It's gotta be better.
It's gonna be the more better one. Too.
Exactly. And it used to be they both came out at $6 apiece. And then,
put the subs in here. If you want one, you can come.
And then, I guess when Oculus realized what they were doing, they were like, "We're gonna do a price cut to 5," and that didn't even work.
It didn't because
so they first got it to 4.
It's still too proprietary. It's still too new. It's still too freaking raw.
Yeah, it's not it's VR in the sense that you use controllers to control shit, but it's not VR in the sense that you still sit down and do nothing.
Still sit down and pee.
Well, some people do.
I do.
There you go.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's some people.
I don't have to. I have the option.
You don't have the option.
What?
I do a shiwi.
What the hell? Are you talking about that fake dick?
I was gonna say, you're talking about that cone thing?
I'm talking about the funnel.
Like the funnel?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The fake dick.
No,
it doesn't even look like a dick.
It's a strap-on dick that you can pee out of? Here's my question.
Man.
Does it serve both as a dildo?
No, it's just a funnel.
Oh, it's just a funnel?
It's literally a funnel that cuts my vagina.
That's not a good dildo.
And I just pee into the toilet standing up.
Do you actually have one?
No.
Okay, because I was like, that'd be funny if in your room you're like, I'm using a shiwi. There's no need. You don't have to do this.
Is that a German?
That's a German Ugandan knuckles.
What the fuck?
This guy just has like 17 different Ugandan knuckles. He has Mexican Ugandan knuckles, pirate ship Ugandan knuckles, German Ugandan knuckles.
That's so silly.
Giant.
You're saying German Ugandan.
I know.
Yeah, that's a weird way to word it, but that's true.
What I'm saying is not as ridiculous as his name. Scrungus Bungus?
Yeah.
Did he just turn into a car? Or Ugandan knuckles in a vehicle?
And he's still German.
Oh, he's What?
What was that?
This is tremendous.
If he starts playing like Rammstein, like Du Hast, I'm gonna lose my shit. He's just driving around.
What I love is that people are just amusing themselves, watching each other do things. What I like the most about the VR thing is, as ridiculous as it is, it's like a case study in humanity because it's people creating spontaneous games and participating in real time. There's nothing to do except communicate, so the game becomes communication and like visual gags.
Yeah.
Like the trap cards, which is literally my favorite thing this year. Like January in my mind is dominated by the trap card. You gotta see I'm gonna see if I can find the video, but it's an anime girl pointing at an anime girl and holding up a trap card and doing it like surreptitiously under her arm, like this is not a girl. It's the funniest thing.
Now he's a T-Rex.
That's immediately not as funny as you got enough.
I'm already upset.
Raptors are terrifying. I don't want to laugh. I want to hide inside of a kitchen while the dinosaurs take over the island.
So I saw a horror map from VRChat.
What's horror?
A horror map, yeah. And so you had to like go through this dark cave and shit. It was like an asylum kind of thing, not really a cave. But you're supposed to play alone, right?
Right.
Well, somebody decided to like just join public people's games who don't make the thing private and hide in corridors as like a fucking monster. And so when they walk around, he's the one scaring them.
That's hilarious.
And it's fucking awesome.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about, though. That's freaking hilarious. That guy has Darth whatever is with no shirt on.
Is it Darth anything?
No.
It's just Kylo Ren with what the fuck?
Oh, Kylo Ren's not a Darth? He's
No,
just
I don't think so.
he just has a name that I
I think
hate.
he's just a part of Sith, like organization thing. Don't ask me.
If you're not a Darth, you shouldn't be Sith. Like, why would you be in that group and not have a name? I'm gonna be a Spice Girl, but my name's not gonna Spice Girl.
I'm gonna be Spice Girl. My name's gonna be Chamomile.
I'm Ginger, and I'm scary. I'm Brett. What? That's not how this goes.
What the fuck?
You see what I'm saying? Like, how do they do these things? This is what the ability to control the movement in VRChat.
What's funny is behind the character, he's really dancing, like in his room with his arms around.
And that person is literally rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah.
You can see them.
He's doing a Macarena.
And that must be a vibe, right? If you can see the body moving, it's a vibe. If their body is stiff but their arms are moving, it's innocuous.
Exactly.
I'm learning. Oh my god! And if their arms aren't moving and they're sliding across the ground, they're using a computer. Why would you use VRChat if you don't have VR?
I have a game called
Fear of being left out. Yeah.
I have a couple VR games.
Well, I hope you don't play them.
I do.
How dare
One's keep talking and nobody explodes. Basically, you go in a dark room, boom, lights are off. All of a sudden, lights turn on, there's a bomb in front of you. You got 3 minutes or X amount of time to defuse the bomb. But the thing is with that game is you're supposed to have real people in the room with you. We use Discord to talk over like Skype basically.
Right.
And they have the bomb manual.
Oh, I
So
know
they
that.
gotta talk to you as you're trying to defuse this bomb. You're like, alright, I see symbols. And they're like, okay, how many wires? And you're like, wires. And you look all over the fucking bomb. And you're like, oh yeah, it's got 2 red ones and a blue one. He's like, okay, it's 2 red, blue, 3. So 3 wires, are there any yellow? And then it's just a communication game back and forth of
That's pretty cool.
diffusing this bomb. And I love it. It's so fun.
I love that. I love how people can come up with stuff like that. That's really cool. I know I'm getting all soft about it.
That's one of the very early games for the like vibe and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's really
And then Super Hot. Oh, Super
You
Hot.
think everything is cool.
Okay, creative, so.
I don't speak pizza mouth.
Creative.
Thank you for translating for him.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I only speak German, Ugandan knuckles.
How do you say, do you know the way
In German?
Ooh.
And you get.
Yeah, in the accent. Right.
How do you say a German word with the Ugandan accent?
Well,
I don't know how to say you. How do you know the way? I can only.
Okay.
Well,
So butterfly is Schmetterling.
what did you just say?
Schmetterling.
Don't
So,
ever say that in my accent.
so I guess the Ugandan person speaking Schmetterling in yeah,
Schmetterling.
it'd be like Schmetterling.
It
Like,
sounds like you'd be really violent.
what? Yeah. Ich habe Hunger.
Ooh, baby. Oh, there was somebody who was like adjusting the words in other songs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, ooh, baby, I love do it. I wanna be with you.
Oh,
Night
no.
and
Is
day.
that, what is it though?
The Omnue, or
No
whatever
do
the song
it.
is.
No do it.
It's that song from Matilda.
I don't know any song from Matilda. I never watched that
See,
movie.
look, now I know how you're talking about.
Hmm?
When I don't get any references.
Ice Age?
I never watched that either.
Never watched it?
Only the first one.
Is this?
Oh, wait, and the second one? I think tentative yes on the second, definite yes on the first, definite no on any I say
Right,
the following.
well, the song that they, it's when they were walking. They did a whole bunch of traveling, but it was like when they like got to terms and they were having a good old time with the little baby.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, ooh,
The most iconic moment of that song is the part where he's like, Omnue, or the part where he's like, Mama say, Maria. And it's like, yeah.
What are you doing in my ears?
That's the song.
That's the song. I don't know.
Oh, that is the song. I thought you were just trying to be offensive.
No.
You were succeeding.
I can't think of what the name of the song is.
Oh,
But one of the words
I
is like,
love to wait.
I saw a huge, what's the language called that we use? That's like tangled off of fucking whatever. it's
Oh,
called.
English.
Well, no. It's like alpha.
That's just phonetics.
Phonetic, that's the word. Well, I saw a thing, it was Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up, Never Gonna Let You Down. But it was all written in phonetic, so it was like November Echo Victor, blah blah blah, and it's spelt out like, if you can read this, then I will never give you up, never gonna let you down. It was the dumbest thing ever, but it was the whole fucking thing.
It's funny, if you look through your YouTube, I don't know if anybody else like plays YouTube all day.
I do.
But you can tell when you were asleep.
Mm-hmm.
If you look through your history, like, what is that? I've never watched this.
For me, it's like, if there's ever a so I usually try to keep up on every day. Like, people post daily things, I watch those and that's it. But then if I fall asleep, it's like I watched everything from the newest one, which was like, I don't know, episode 37. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden my history's like 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And I'm like, I didn't watch all of these. Yeah. But, you know, it happened.
It disgusts me.
Oh. You'll be alright.
Is that Hank Hill?
That's propane.
Naruto?
That's propane.
I get it. Just kidding, I don't get it.
You don't get it because you never watched the cartoon, so I can't.
I watch cartoons.
This is one of those things where it's like, have you ever tried to explain to somebody how to tie their shoelaces? Mm-hmm. It's really simple.
I do it
but
now.
The fundamental understanding is so basic. If I actually did it, it wouldn't even make sense to you. Mm-hmm. But except with regards to comedy, it just wouldn't be funny to you. You would have to be exposed to several episodes of the show over the course of your adolescence, which you've surpassed,
right,
to get the joke. So just accept that some people, definitely not you, would find that amusing.
Gotcha. Is that Jack Skellington?
That is Jack Skellington.
I love it. Already. It's a win.
Apparently people have been doing this on Twitch too.
Twitch what?
This entire conversation became about VRChat. We've been talking about VRChat for like... I'm not even mad about it.
It's a cool concept.
It is really cool. His has a little, what are those kinds of hats?
The Soviet Union hats. I don't know what the fuck they're called. Is that Morgan Freeman?
That is Morgan Freeman.
These are questions that I don't have the answers to.
And you can have pictures and stuff in your hand. Like, you can have a camera in the game. You can have a camera. He had porn. You can have a camera in the game that takes pictures of what you actually are seeing in the game. It's a rocket. And some people control the facial expressions to a degree that I find very unnerving.
Yes.
This is... You see how he fixed the eyes? Like, how did he do that?
He's gonna caress his face. Oh no! What you say?
I liked it more because it used Imogen Heap. That's the name of the singer. Before you go, I thought you were gonna be like, I don't know what that is. No. Okay. Just spontaneously.
I get this reference. That's a mod in Gmod. Anytime somebody gets shot, it does that.
What? It makes
that
them...
slow-mo and the song and everything.
Wait, that is a real thing? I thought they edited this to do that.
No.
It's a meme.
It's a meme, yeah.
If you shoot somebody...
Yes.
Uh-huh.
If you shoot somebody...
Uh-huh. Continue the thought.
I'm just weirded out by that. I mean, I like her song getting more exposure now. You see? It's a guy using a voice changer.
Okay, I will. Dad,
You hear his dad in the back sounds like a girl, so the voice changers.
Okay, the thing is...
His name's Lolly.
Loli Army, like Lalita.
No, I think Lolly, like a Japanese girl.
Like,
Lolly.
Yeah, Lolly.
Yes.
That's short for Lolita.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just call them lollipops. Like.
Well, you
Lolly.
didn't know?
No, well, it's kind of the same meaning, but, well, I don't know what that is.
A Lolita is a sexually attractive underage girl.
Gotcha. Lolly.
Like not super pedophilia, like if you're in the UK, a 15-year-old. If you're in America, a 17-year-old.
Right.
That's a lot.
I'm not talking. Yeah. I got the under.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Not,
for the audience out there.
We hate weirdos. Well,
speak for yourself.
Maybe a little.
Yoda's touching Piccolo's balls. He's Piccolo too. And he's using the old guy voice from Family Guy. Yeah.
I would lose my shit.
This is weird.
So see, like what he does.
It translates directly.
Exactly.
His room's too small to play this. Like he's gonna hit something.
It happens.
And I want to see it happen. I want him to do something.
I think it
hard.
recommends an area that's 4x8.
So a prison cell.
Like for the cameras. 4x8. Yeah, I think it's that. Or maybe it's like 6x10. Something.
I think I also look forward to it because I want to make a character whose body doesn't match my face at all. And I don't mean a little like Lolita girl, but like a turtle or something. And it just has like my deep ass voice.
What up?
Because the lips move when you talk too. So
with a little cute thing.
Where you going?
What's up?
What to do, little mama?
And I always move the head first while I talk. Yeah.
That's good. That'd be hilarious.
I think so.
I know who that guy is.
I don't know.
That's a YouTuber.
I mean, well, the names are over there on the upper right. So
No. That voice. He's another famous YouTuber that pretends to be girls.
It's a Super Saiyan Ugandan Knuckles.
Where? Oh my god.
He has blue energy coming off of him.
He's going. He's making the sounds.
This is insane.
VRChat is. Oh, is that the Halo song?
But it's coming out of propane. And he's doing the song, making the Hank Hill noise.
I love it.
Whoa! This is ridiculous, man. I really want to consider the purchase of it, but it's too early. It's too early. Like even the Xbox One is the only thing I ever bought right when it came out because Destiny kind of forced my hand. How cool is that?
I love it.
Look how well the movements are translating though.
Yeah. Sup, dude? How's that?
He's doing a really good Morgan Freeman impersonation. Dude, we are this close to Sword Art Online. And I want it. I want to get trapped in a game and have to fight my way out.
Wait,
so,
what?
There's a whole perfect setup that I have for virtual reality that's out right now. There's AREG, which is as real as it gets. That's the acronym.
I don't like that because the acronym's dumb. But go on.
It's a chest piece that you wear, and it has pistons in it.
Nope. Against it.
When you get shot in like Call of Duty, a piston stabs you, and if a concussion goes off, it'll blow like loud noise.
That's why I'm saying no,
and
because
I
feel like that's going to be too much. And then you have to charge that whole rig.
Well, it plugs into it.
So you're restricted movement.
Yes. But, so that, combined with, there's something called an Omni, which is like a pad that you walk on, and it's like a treadmill.
We had this when I was a kid. It was a Nintendo pad.
Yes. Kind of the same thing. Except it's like a ring, and you have special slippers that tracks your movements in your feet. That, plus the Vive, that's all you need. That's life.
We need the thing that links your nervous system to the inside of the game.
Well, that's quite far away.
I don't think so. Look how big those internet boobs, those anime boobies though, and they're jiggling.
Yeah, physics. Duh.
And you know it's a guy.
Yeah. It's an alien.
It's an alien that can't handle human anime movies.
Yeah.
No.
He ran away! I love it.
VR is dangerous.
This is so good.
Oh.
Yeah. Man. Another thing I was thinking of that I think is really funny, and I've been thinking about it recently because he still hasn't been charged with anything. The Weinstein thing's been going on still. But he hasn't been charged with anything except like by that one lady in Britain with rape. Everybody else is just like, well, he coerced me.
Yeah, he may have touched me, but that's it.
And what I've been thinking is I'm sure that he did a lot of like grimy shit, but I'm wondering how many of He slammed his hand into his ceiling.
I feel so bad.
He's gonna hit the wall hard.
Smack his head.
He's got it. Oh, he just straight up fell. I thought he was gonna slam his head into the wall or something.
Jesus.
Are you getting vertigo?
He's on a slip.
Is he getting vertigo on his own floor?
Oh my god, he's losing his mind.
How good is the VR that it can screw you up like that?
It's getting pretty good.
Immersive.
He's on the floor like, oh, I can't get up.
It's so immersive.
It's really immersive. Like you put it on and it's all around you. It's all you see. So you fall into this world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that becomes the world that you're in. If you're not on the ground, you're not on the ground, and your body reacts. I'm not on the fucking ground. So we get that. You see him like flying over, like I can't get my bearings. my mind says there's no ground here, so I'm just dying.
I'm just gonna lay on the floor.
That's what he was doing.
Oh, could you imagine skydiving? You would lose your shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
where?
Oh, what if you? That's gotta be a horror game.
What?
It's like you're skydiving, but no matter how many times you try to pull your chute, it doesn't go. So
you VR horror game?
You just smack into the ground, and your body, I feel like you'd get a lot of people.
I think I like this, but I really want Sword Art. I want Sword Art because that whole concept was cool to me. Not your body atrophying, because that was my main concern when I was watching that show. I was like, how can you be stuck in that game for that long, and your body's muscles haven't atrophied horrifically? You haven't moved.
This makes me think of, I was watching Black Mirror earlier, and I can't remember the episode, but it's I think it's called San Junipero.
Yes, I know the episode you're talking about. The old lady, old black lady?
Yes.
Yeah.
The lesbians.
Yep.
So.
Lesbianas.
The lesbians. So it's like, basically,
I'm in lesbians with you.
It's like a heaven.
I thought you were American.
/ retirement area for old people who lost
the ability
who just want to relive being young again.
Who lost the ability to be young.
Yeah, basically. So basically like this. So they're old and they can't get around and probably like being monitored 100% of the time of the day. And for a little bit of time, they can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the time in game translates to way more time than the time they actually are in. So if they're if they go play for 10 minutes in game, it's like a day or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, crazy night? Hey, watch me.
I thought the time was pretty accurate because it was 12. They gotta get off.
What the fuck?
Where are you going? Whenever that character talks, the mouth gets huge.
But they're actually using VR to help prisoners.
Prisoners? What?
Yep. So people that have been locked up since 90s, 80s, they haven't seen the outside world.
This is true.
So they don't know. So they're using.
That's the one I was talking about. The knuckles made out of knuckles.
The Voltron. But basically they're using it to teach them how to do laundry, how to use an ATM.
Hold on, they're using VR to teach prisoners?
Yeah.
What?
To use ATMs, because they're not like life sentencers. They're just like X amount of year sentencers.
Oh, I see.
So before they get out, it's like their rehabilitation to get back into real life. And it's actually reducing their sentence too.
They're just differently doing.
All of their...
So many Hanks.
So many knuckles. Oh.
That's
I don't know
awesome.
if you get the reference. That's the theme song.
Awesome. Yeah.
You said the thong song?
That's not what I meant.
Yes,
I meant
it is.
theme. When you said it, I was like theme, but you already said theme song, so thong came out. But
yeah, when I see Hank Hill, I think of thongs too.
I don't know what you mean by two. That's your own thing. That's. Are they playing craps? They're gambling online.
He said, if this lands on one, you marry me. And then he flipped the die and it landed on one. It's like, hey.
And she's running away.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a dude. It's going to be super wow. I remember this. This is funny.
You're a trap, bro. Listen. You need to speak. You can't just walk up to people acting cute as fuck when you talk. Doing something that chasing me.
I would lose, baby.
No, They're chasing me.
He's doing the Naruto run.
This would bring D&D to a whole nother fucking.
That's what
level.
I'm saying. This is going to. Once we get this down for real, this is gonna change. Imagine action RPG when you hang out with your friends, but you're in that shit.
Skyrim, first person.
I'm thinking Witcher. I'm thinking
Witcher.
Mario. I'm thinking
you gotta swing your
every RPG ever.
Like to draw your silver sword, you have to push down the D-pad and go behind your back or whatever.
Or you just literally pull out it'll be streamlined. You literally just reach for the sword.
Well, yeah, but then you gotta choose which one.
Or maybe you gotta learn the hand signs to do a magic spell.
So there's already a game like that, and you talk to a wizard in what is it? It's this thing, but it's called like Wizard Story, and you have to go find a witch in like a cave, and then you use your wand, make things, and then it casts it, and you can throw it, and you have to like use the shapes in the air.
That's cool.
And throw it. And I was like, it's pretty fun.
So people with really good memories will be really good wizards, just like in real life. They probably think she's a trap.
What?
This is ridiculous. I think that's an actual little kid.
That little blue cat?
That little blue cat sounded like a real little kid.
Yeah, I know.
But she's aware that everybody thinks everybody's a trap because everybody is a trap. So she's doing a girl voice even though she's a girl, so people think that she's a guy.
I love it. That's the only way you protect it.
Inception.
I guess.
She's like, I'm gonna do a girl voice that's so much a girl voice. They're gonna be like, there's no freaking way that that's a girl. Sounds like a girl. Must be a lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
True facts.
He's just hiding in the corner. E-girl protection.
That's the girl talking?
I don't know which one's talking because their avatars don't have moving mouths, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
That one does.
That one's mouth isn't moving when he's. Oh!
No, it does.
Oh, I couldn't see it. I guess the angle and shape of the mouth. Maybe I had his head turned too much.
I think that one is a dude. Because I don't hear any females over there. I think the one.
You could play hide and go seek.
You could. Wow.
That's crazy.
Virtually.
You can do all these things. Winnie the Pooh.
I love it.
He's getting jumped. Or not.
He's just looking at the fire.
He's got the Ted face.
What's that blue bird? I know that's from Adventure
No,
Time.
it's Mordecai.
Mordecai from what?
Mordecai and Rigby.
Adventure Time.
No, it's
What's it
not
called?
Adventure Time.
What's it called? The regular show.
Yes.
Regular show has one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in my life.
Regular show's funny.
This would probably fuck up your whole.
Oh,
reality.
This will make you so dizzy.
I don't lose it.
Oh, they're doing the fucking song.
Bang, 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 bang,
Oh,
I
okay.
would hate to be in that fucking meeting.
I thought it would be the.
You can get out. You
right
just gotta
now.
leave the room. What is going? They're glitching. Collision issues are a big problem here.
Yeah. Let me just.
Like I said, collision issues are a big problem here. And you can see people laughing.
Yeah. Oh, Zelda.
Is that?
Gorgon.
That's a
Yeah.
Goron.
A Goron.
His eyes move. Wait, does it track your eyes?
No.
Then how are those eyes moving?
That's a good question.
Because that would make sense. If you're inside the thing, it knows where your eyes are looking. It should track where your eyes are.
Turn his eyes do. Like when he does
Ah. I want them to fix it so that it tracks.
Oh no, not a
Is
Pikmin.
that one of the Pikmin?
That's
No.
a fucking Pikmin.
With a muscle body?
It's a blue
Yes.
man group Pikmin.
This is super weird. It's got a huge bulge.
Please.
Look at
Stop.
his
He's being so weird. I'm so. That's.
Are you perturbed? Do you like
The
jazz?
random ass characters that just be coming out of this.
And then he just runs away.
This is so weird. He just made a commercial.
This guy's gonna walk through the wall.
See, that character's mouth doesn't move.
But this is not as bad.
He's talking to a wall.
And it's literally streamers like this. They're like, oh, yo, what's up? Just,
Oh, the mouth doesn't move.
games in a bit. Just gonna do some IRL streaming here. And it's fucked, right?
They're mirroring. It's a mirror.
That's really cool.
Oh, there's a VR mirror in the game.
He was doing the stuff. If you couldn't see him in the corner, he was doing the stuff.
Yeah.
And that was the reflection of him doing the stuff he
Oh,
was doing.
wow. Okay. Wow.
Technology's come a long way.
This is like, it's much further along than I thought it was. The whole VR thing. Like I said, I've only been aware of this for a week.
I was like, it's really not early anymore.
I mean, on this level, when I said that, I don't mean like the attempts. They've been talking about VR since I was like, well.
No, I mean even this,
forever.
like the HTC Vive and the Oculus are probably 3 years old by now.
I thought the Oculus was still. I remember when they announced it, and I've not paid any attention to it since. It's like when I started playing when I started playing Pokemon again. I went from Red to Diamond. For me, it's like I heard about it as a Kickstarter, and now VRChat's a huge thing, and there was no in between for me.
Yeah. What the hell is that thing?
I don't know, but I think as far as rambling, we can call it for today. Because we're just watching VRChat, so I say we just eat pizza and watch VRChat.
Sounds good.
So thank anybody for joining us for this rambling, nonsensical mess. It'll be more or less every Sunday. You can join us. It should be fun. I imagine. I think it's fun listening to me, but that's because I love myself. So you all can let us know.
All right then.